It's time for Carole and Carmella on The Buzz, One Voice Radio.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, welcome to the Buzz Talk Show. I'm your girl, Carmella.
and I am your girl, Carole.
What's up, you guys?
What's going on?
So guess what?
What?
You're tuning in to what?
OneVoiceRadio.com.
And we're twinning on
YouTube.
Hey, we are on a high, you guys. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. We feeling it.
Hey,
It's the last Wednesday of the month.
wow, you all this month has flew by.
We just said it's the first of the month.
Hey,
Wake
now
up.
and now it's the end of the month.
Wake up. Wake up. But guess what else, you guys?
What?
You ready?
I am ready.
It's Wednesday.
Hey,
It's Wednesday.
hey,
Hey.
hey.
If only y'all can see us.
I mean, for those of you who can't, you got to go on over there to that YouTube. You know, we like to have fun with you all.
Of course. So you know what's next.
What's next?
Infomercial.
Give it to them. Tell them how they can find us.
So we told you we on YouTube, you guys. You can see us. So go on over to YouTube. And it is the Buzz Talk Show that's week here in Carmella. Make sure you add our names so you can find us. You can see us. Us too.
Us too. The Buzz Queen.
Yes. And we also said OneVoiceRadio.com. That is the actual web. But guess what, y'all? You can download it on your mobile device, your tablet, your intercom at work, whatever you want to do.
You can listen to us
Listen
while you're
to
traveling in the car, you all.
Yes. That is OneVoiceRadio.com, you guys. Go to your Apple Store, Play Store, grocery store, and download One Voice Radio.
Did she say grocery store?
Okay. So you can hear our voices. You also have Thursday, Mr. Sam Oram. You got Friday, who?
Mr. Jeff Landrum.
Yes. And to top it off, to start us off on Mondays, you got Mr. Deuce.
Stanley Deuce.
Deuce. So if you need motivational, you get it different ways. You know how we like to serve it up to you. So make sure you download and you get all the good music.
Good.
R&B, hip hop, blues,
Gospel,
jazz,
country, a little everything.
everything. So we just told you how to download. So go on
Absolutely.
over. And we also have our official website. That is the Buzz Talk Show as well. You can find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts. What else? Wherever you find a talk show podcast,
You'll find us.
You'll
Yeah.
see us. Just
Because
Google
we're
us.
playing in what? Over 170 countries.
Yeah.
Think about that, you all. Yes, we are in over 170 countries. Yeah.
So I don't know what time it is in your country, but tune in.
Tune in because
Tune
it's
in.
11 a.m. over here. We
Yes.
are- And we
Yes.
buzzing today.
Yes.
So how was your weekend?
What did you do this
I
weekend?
don't know what you did, but we worked. Work
Per
per usual. Absolutely. But
We had a little weather day as well.
oh, yeah, it got down a little bit. A little
Yeah.
rain. But we got through it.
That we did.
But we're not gonna hold this from you any longer. We have a treat for you. We teased you a little bit with it last week. Because for the last couple of weeks, we have been talking about this 6-city tour that was going on.
We on tour,
We
y'all.
was touring. We toured, you all. Now that's over with. It's all good though. But we had a little conflict last week. We couldn't get this person on last week. But it's what we say the best for last.
Didn't we
She
just say
is
last
here this
Wednesday?
week. Yes, we say the best for last. She is actually here this week. You all, when you talk about somebody who can match our energy,
Did you say match?
exceed. She exceeds our energy. Yeah, I think she might be over our energy.
I'm even saying match. If you can see us, you'll see what we mean by match.
And
We
it
are
was not
color
planned.
coordinated, y'all.
It was not planned, but this is somebody who, she likes to have a lot of fun. That's good. She's all about that business, you all. She's about helping people. She's about making that money. And with it still being the last Wednesday of the month, Women's History Month, we're celebrating with women, but we want to celebrate her because you all, when I tell you, this is one of the 6 city tours presentations that we sat in. And when I say she's doing the thing, she is absolutely doing it and having fun while she's doing it. I mean, think about that. You're working per se, but you're having fun. And as soon as you get to hear her talk, you're gonna know she is tons of fun. So I will not keep her from you any longer. I am going to let her tell you a little bit about herself. But ladies and gentlemen, in all 170 countries, let me introduce to some and present to others, none other than a woman that will celebrate doing Women's History Month, Miss Lucille Landrum.
Woo, 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 woo.
Bring it out.
Oh my goodness, I have arrived. I am on the bus. Yes, yes, this is phenomenal. How you ladies doing today?
You are doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's just good to see you. It's just good to be here. It's just good to be alive. I am so excited. I'm still riding high from the 6 city tour. I had a phenomenal time. And like you said, I just love sewing into people and helping people to realize their dreams. And that was what that 6 city tour was all about. And it was a wonderful event, just great.
It absolutely was. Kudos to you because you laid it out. And I mean, it was just phenomenal. Absolutely.
Well, thanks to you guys too for sitting in the audience, helping me to feed on that energy that you bring. The buzz is nothing like the buzz. Just bring it every time, everywhere you go. Thank you, ladies.
You have a good time when you like what you do.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little about yourself. A little, snippet, little timeline.
Yeah. This is probably the most difficult part of any time I'm in discussions with a person is telling about myself because, so much of what I do is just simply not about me. I've gotten to that point of my life and working on that dash, as they say. And it's just challenging now because, again, I'm so focused on helping other people to realize their dreams. But for the purpose of letting you know where I've been and where I'm trying to go and how to use this skill set to get where I'm going, I will share a little bit about where I've been, a little bit about me. Well, I'm married now. I've been married for over 27 years. And we have 3 beautiful children, Caitlin, Marcus, and Tishayla. We have 6 grands, all boys. Where's that girl? But all boys, and they're talented. Oh, so talented. They're smart, they're energetic, and they're so mannerable. Just wonderful, wonderful grandchildren. But before I entered into marriage, I received my undergraduate degree in communications with emphasis on public relations and English. I went on to receive a master's in human development and counseling. Did some postgraduate work, also working on an MBA. During that time, I was employed with UPS, which I just recently retired, getting ready to show my age, after 35 years. But 22 of those years were spent in a management setting in business development. And that seemed to be where I got my stride. That seemed to be where I really found my way through at UPS. Towards the end of my career, I was managing companies with sales in excess of $5 million. It was really interesting because we got to surround ourselves with a group of people, and we would go in as a team and we would assess the customer's business from the front door all the way to the back door to see how their processes work, to see if we could find some areas of improvement. And that was just exciting to see how everything worked. So I got a chance to see what looked like a solid company and where there were some deficiencies in companies. So all of that plays along with where I am now in my career. After that, towards the end of my getting ready for retirement, I got a phone call and they said, why don't you run for public office? And I said, what? Me? No. Then I got another phone call that said, I already paid your registration fee. Go down there and put your name on the ballot. You're running for office. And I said, okay, okay. It came from a county commissioner. And I said, okay, yeah, when you speak, I answer. So I did go down there and I did that. So I was successful in my run. So I do sit in public office right now. I sit with some policymakers where, again, we craft policy for our area. And then what also brings me joy, I got another phone call that says, would you be interested in serving on the board of directors? And I thought, well, what company? And it was one of the agencies that really helps our most vulnerable citizens. And I thought, that's where I want to be. After I retire or leaving retirement, I want to get in that field and work for someone other than myself. Because when I was at UPS, I was self-centered, self-focused. It wasn't about anybody else. It was about how much money I could put in my pocket. But now it's about how much money I can put in other people's pocket and how I can effect change in other people's lives, how I can bring about a better quality of life for other people. You know, working with that agency, I've met some of our citizens and I've also met some of the staff. And what I find, people just want hope and they just want opportunity. That's all they want. People don't really want a handout, because some people do. But if I found that if people can find a way, an avenue in which to help themselves, they'll gladly take it. Which brings me to another company that I'm associated with, one that I absolutely love, and one that I got a chance to use my business expertise with as well, because I found that this company, when I talked about companies with deficiencies and companies with strengths, I got engaged with a company called One Voice Worldwide. I know y'all know it well. And I have been just ecstatic working with this company, because this company is a very solid company. Being that business development minded person, I kind of wanted to see, where is this company going? Where did this company come from? And then, is it going to be here in the future? Well, I'm happy to tell you that this company has been there since 2004, and it will be solid way into the future. So I'm excited about that. But also, it gives me a chance to give people an opportunity to help themselves. And not only do I give people a chance to help themselves with this company, but I get a chance to help myself. Because this is what I realized shortly after I retired. There's a check that comes to me every month. And it's that same check that comes every month. And y'all, those bonuses that I was getting, I don't get those anymore. Those little stipends that I'm getting, I don't get that anymore. So I needed to find a way to supplement my income, because if I'm going to be a help to other people, it takes money. You know, we can laugh and we can joke and we can ha ha he he all we want, but if you don't have that money to float, to make those ends meet, or to help people to attain just simply clean water, just to help people with just the basic standard needs, then, you know, how good is that? So I found, when I became engaged with One Voice, that I found a way to supplement my income. And it started a little slow, because I started slow, but the more I work, or the more I put in, I should say that, the more I share the opportunity with people, the more people gravitate to it, the more people understand it, the more people are encouraged to get involved. And I'm really happy about that. So there was a lot to say, but every time I think about One Voice, I get excited.
Yay.
This was not intended to be a quote unquote interview where we were just going to be asking you questions and everything. We wanted you to share literally what you just shared, because this is what we call the American way, that people are taught. You know, you go to school, you go to college or whatever, you get these degrees, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, you do all this kind of stuff, you retire. And from what is most people, and what you just said, you retire and you're not able to live either the same quality of lifestyle that you were living, or you need just more money to help supplement with the bills and everything. And I tell people that all the time, because a lot of people, even when we use Walmart as an example, these people are not greeting you at Walmart because they just want to greet you. If they just wanted to do charity work or whatever, they can go to the hospital and all day long and not get paid. But they are at Walmart greeting you and all this because they need to supplement their income just to make more money. So everything that you said from when you first started with the college and the degrees and everything, working at UPS, and when you left, the bonuses and all that stuff didn't go with you. Right? Didn't go with you. So what we normally talk about to our listeners every week, we try to encourage them to either be entrepreneurs, or have a plan B in addition to what you're doing. I just talked to today, as a matter of fact, a teacher that had retired last year, but they're so short on teachers, they begged and pleaded and barred for her to come back. She's making more than she did when she retired. That's the only way they got her back. But the mere fact she retired, and before it was even 1 year, she was back in the classroom.
Yes. And I tell you something else that I found since I've been in retirement. Our population is aging. Our family members are aging. And there is a huge void between the amount of money that a person has and when they're aging, and the amount of money that it takes them actually to have a greater or just a good quality of life towards the end of their lives. Right. I was just really surprised at the money that it takes for a person, again, that's aging. So this is another reason why I'm so thankful for this opportunity with One Voice, and I encourage other people to take a serious look at it, because you need that revenue stream. There aren't agencies out there that are going to completely cover that deficit for you. There aren't family members that are going to be able to cover that deficit. You're going to need some source of income to cover that deficit, because these are our parents, these are our grandparents, these are our aunts and our uncles, and we want them to have the best care possible as they, come to the end of their lives. But that cost is absolutely astronomical. You all should check into that. Yes.
And they forget to tell you, like you say, you go to school, you get your degrees, but once you retire, they forget to tell you that the same lifestyle you lived before, you went to a retirement, it's kind of going to shift, because that's as you get older, doctor visits, your medications, and everything changes now. Let's talk about life itself. Everything has gone up. So from groceries to gas and everything else, that's your normal life. So if you weren't able to maintain before retirement, I feel after retirement, because you would check the check at first.
Absolutely.
Like you're struggling, and certain people can only get assistance because you have to have a certain criteria to even qualify.
You're absolutely right about that. And I tell you another thing, it was many, many moons ago when I went from my undergraduate degree into the master's program. And I did find money to supplement my master's. Thank goodness for that. But just think about, how do you pay for your master's? If you want to further your education, if you're not on fellowship or some type of grant guarantee or some type of income that people grant to you, then how do you do that? A lot of us have to stop our education even before we finish, because the cost of a degree is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, in my opinion.
Right, and it's true, because
you need it, because if you want to really further yourself in that particular structure or in that particular vein, they say, well, you have to have a college degree in order to be promoted on your job. You have to have this in order to get promoted on your job, and you're just driving yourself further and further and further in debt. I encourage entrepreneurship. I really encourage it. Others have been doing it for years. We're just now catching up, but we need to catch up.
Absolutely. And of course, we tell people all the time that one voice is, you're welcome to that. But if it's not one voice that you want to do something to help supplement with what you're doing, I mean, of course, we want to say one voice because it has so many different varieties of things, something for everyone that can do. And like we said, we don't ever really go into a whole lot of detail about it via the radio. You have to email us and we can tell you how, we can get you the information and everything. And it's not like we're trying to hide it. It's not, by no means are we trying to hide it, but we just can't go, through the radio and actually on YouTube and just give you presentation per se about it. But we will tell you, it's, we're having fun, we're helping people, and we're making them some money while we're doing it.
And you can bring a friend along.
Absolutely. Just like we say with you, all those years you was at UPS, family members can come there with you. They can fill out an application, but they got to go through the criteria, everything to get there. But with this, mother, brother, sister, cousin, husband, wife,
your child,
children,
of age,
grandchildren, they of age.
You're right.
Absolutely.
You're right, because all of my children are involved. As soon as the grandbabies get old enough, come on in here. Because I want to show you a more excellent way.
Absolutely.
Like I said, the other way is good too, but I want to show you again a more excellent way. And then one last thing before we go, I know we have to wrap up, because you said something wonderful when you talked about being with family. It is so great to sit in community with the One Voice family, to sit with people who understand your desires, who sit with people who understand your struggles, to sit with people who are to encourage you, to help motivate you, to help push you through, because life can be a challenge. But when you can sit with people that understand that and they just feel that void, we have the most fantastic family at One Voice. People who are on the same journey, people who are on the same road. So we laugh together, we cry together, we share things together. It is simply phenomenal. So thank you for making me remember that, because yes, it's nothing more wonderful than to sit with people who understand where you're going. Yes.
And it's so genuine. It's not fake, it's not phony, it's not on your job where you're trying to backstab someone.
Right.
You're literally trying to help. Everybody's trying to help everybody. And it's whether or not I make any money from anything you're doing or not, we're still, that's the kind of organization it is. You're just trying to encourage each other. Together, everyone achieves more. So it's genuinely that way.
It starts with your mindset.
No, we had to get that in there.
It starts with the mind. There you go.
And it literally started with his mind. But you all can get that book. You can get that book, Amazon.com. You can go to his personal website, SamOram.com. He does speaking engagements. He does mentoring, all kind of stuff. So you definitely want to, it starts with the mind.
It absolutely does. And I'll say, I remember President Barack Obama said it, but I don't know if he coined the phrase, but he talked about a rising tide lifting all boats. And that's what we do at One Voice. We want to lift each other. We want to rise together, not individually. Let's rise together.
Absolutely. That's why I say it's genuine. It's not backstabbing and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to see you get it if I can't get it. No.
Right.
We're all in this together.
Right.
But let me get my quote in here. Me and Google, again, it says women should be celebrated every day, but a month dedicated to female empowerment is extremely special. It doesn't just honor the iconic women who have changed history, but encourages new generations to dream big and to know that anything is possible.
Yes.
You gotta know anything is possible.
Yes.
If you believe it, you can achieve it, but you got to work for it. So that's why we say every week we try to encourage our listeners. We try to motivate you. We try to tell you, get around like-minded individuals. And sometimes we say, if you're the smartest person in that group, you might want to change that group. You might want to go to another group because you want to elevate yourself. Absolutely. But one of the people that's in our group, she's on here today. This is why she's in the family. She's somebody who we got to keep elevating with.
Yeah.
You know, we just got to keep doing it, you all. So if you don't have people around you like Miss Lucille here, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh.
Absolutely sorry for you. But as she said, we're gonna get ready to get out of here this week. Before Carmella give us again our closing infomercial, is there any last thing you want to leave us with?
Listen, I'm just humbled by the fact that you all would have me on today. I appreciate you so much, and you are an inspiration to me. I seek to follow your footsteps wherever you go, because you've shown me nothing but love and joy and what success looks like. So thank you, ladies.
Thank
We
you.
thank you,
Thank
absolutely, thank
Yeah.
you. You all, this is what we had. We saved the best for last. We had to end it with a bang.
Closing out the month of March.
Women's History Month with the women right here. She's doing this thing, you all.
Yeah.
Absolutely doing this thing. But Carmella, go ahead and let us get on out of here.
Yes. So you guys, guess what? We are on TikTok. That is the Buzz Twins. We're on Facebook. Facebook is the Buzz Talk Show. And we have a like page. We have a group. The group, if you request to be in the group, we accept everybody. So come on in the group, share your business, whatever you have going on. We like to buzz about you guys. We have our official website, which is the Buzz Talk Show. All of our episodes since day one is on there. So go on over there and binge watch. Yes, I said binge watch. We are on YouTube. That is the Buzz Talk Show with Carole and Carmella. And lastly, guess what we said? OneVoiceRadio.com. Please go on over and download from your Apple or your Android store and enjoy. Like we said, it's different motivational speakers from their talk shows and podcasts, and you have good music. So why else not?
Why else not?
Every time I say, why else not?
Why else not?
You're not going to get the politically correct here. You know, we like to have a little fun. So go on over and download, you guys. And thanks for whoever that has already followed us or liked and subscribed to any of our platforms. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much. We enjoyed you again. We enjoyed you, Miss Lucille, again. Somebody to match our energy, you all. We're trying to tell you she's gonna match it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Until next time, we out.